Hey everyone, we're going to learn a little bit about Irish music today, or review it if you've already learned a little bit about it. So here's some traditional Irish music instruments. We have the tin whistle or Irish whistle here on your left, and the Irish flute. It's a side-blown flute on the right. And then the concertina is a variation on the accordion. It doesn't have keys, it just has buttons and then a bellows system. And then you've all probably seen a harp before. The fiddle is another name for the violin, but in Irish music and in American folk music, it's called the fiddle. And over here, this is a drum that I will demonstrate a little bit later today. And it looks like it's a tricky word to pronounce, but the word is bodhrán. Bodhrán. We also have some Irish bagpipes, or there's a couple ways to pronounce the actual name of them, Uilleann or Uilleann pipes. And what's cool about these, you don't use your air from your lungs to play these. Instead, if you look under the elbow over here on this person who's playing the pipes, there's a bellow system where you bring your elbow out and take in air and then push it down. And then there's the bag here fills with air, and you use your other arm to push the air out through the chanter, which is he's holding in his finger rings here, and then there's some more pipes and keys down here, so it's pretty cool. Other instruments that are used today include the guitar, the mandolin, banjo, harmonica, and piano. But the images that I showed you just a minute ago are the traditional Irish instruments. Irish music is played by ear, so people learning Irish music don't look at music notes on a page, they listen to others and figure out how to play it that way. And in Ireland, and some places in the US too, you can go to an Irish music session. Usually they happen once a week or a couple times a week, where a bunch of musicians get together and they just play music for fun. And that's how others learn new songs. They go to an Irish music session with a bunch of other musicians and play the songs they know and learn some new ones that they didn't know. So today you'll get to hear me play just a little bit on two of the Irish instruments that I own. Pretty much all Irish music or traditional Irish music is used or was used for dancing. So if you've ever seen the Riverdance dancers or any of those traditional Irish dancers that the top halves of their body are still and they maybe have their arms on their hips but their legs are moving real fast, the music played traditionally for Irish music is used for dancing. So it's very fast. And there are two main forms of Irish dance music. One is called a reel, and that's in duple time. So either 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then there's also the form of a jig, which is in triple meter. So either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even 12/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can kind of hear the difference between those, either a triplet feel or a 2/4 or 4/4 feel. Here's a tune called Morrison's Jig, and a jig is in a triple meter feel. So you'll hear it in 6/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you kind of feel the triplet, 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 triplet going back and forth. This is a tin whistle or Irish whistle. It's pitched in D. This tune is in the key of D. You can have different lengths of whistles, and they can be in other keys as well. This is a traditional Irish drum called the bodhrán, and it's pronounced a lot differently than it looks, you can tell. It's a hand drum that sits on your leg, and it's hollow on the inside. You put your hand against the drum head, and you can change the tone by creating more tension or less tension with your hand on the inside. There's not a drumstick although sometimes people do call this a stick. I've heard it most commonly referred to as the tipper. And you notice it has two sides, two beater sides. So you hold it like this, and you have two basic strokes on the bowrun, a downstroke and then an upstroke. And then when you get good, I'm not very good, but you can do some more fancy kind of strokes, triplets and rolls and things like that. If you're curious about that, look it up on YouTube. There are some really awesome players that you can check out. So there you can see I'm going down, over to hit this side of the tipper, and then back up. So that's a way to do triplets.